Okay, this is going to work. So I've recently made 2 trips down to the United States, and I went to Prickett's Fort and I went to Martin Station. And I realized the one thing that I haven't done yet is build a fort. So I am standing, I think. I may change my mind, but I'm pretty sure that I'm standing right in the middle of what's going to become Kelly's Station. So yeah, everybody should have a fort. And yeah, what I'm going to do this time around is I'm going to try to talk a little bit about our plans for the summer and some of the upcoming things that we're working on. So this is going to be a major project, and I don't have an army. I've got a crew of 1 to build this fort. So I'm going to have a couple of blockhouses, one in that corner, one in an alternate corner. It's not going to be huge. It'll have a few cabins in the inside. It'll have a well. It'll have a beehive oven for cooking, and yeah, I'm pretty pumped about this. So I think the plan will be to film this over this winter, and I'll be getting all the logs out for the palisade. Once I get the site cleared, I'll sticker them, and then we'll start with the 2 blockhouses first, and we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes from there. So for the past 2.5 years, Kathy and I have been trying to portray life 300 to 350 years ago. And through trying to live it and through the research we do, we try to do it as accurately as we can. We're going to break a little bit from that this summer because we're off on a new adventure. We're off to canoe the Yukon River. So we're heading to the Yukon and Northwest Territories for the summer. And initially we were going to canoe it with me in a birch bark canoe, totally period. Kathy in a modern canoe as the cinematographer. And then we remembered, no, we did this river once. And the Yukon River has some of the fastest currents in Canada. It is a fast, at times quite dangerous river. So we've opted for a modern canoe. We're going to film that. Hopefully you'll follow along. We'll see how that goes. We're also going to travel up the Dempster Highway, which is about a 900 kilometer gravel road. And it's the only place in the world now, because they finished the last leg of it, where one can actually travel to the Arctic Ocean. So those are some things that I'm working on now, and I'm running out of time. I'm like the blacksmith with too many irons in the fire. I've started 3 scratch builds of muskets, 1 rifle, 2 smoothbore. I got to finish a paddle. Anyway, I'm working on way too many things. But today is a real highlight for us because we got some guests coming today. We got some professional musicians that are going to visit the Woodland Escape. We're all going to congregate at the Cedar Hollow Tavern, and we're going to make some music, a little homegrown music. Some period, some not. But and like I say, we rarely stray from the 17th or 1700s. But today we're going to, because these musicians are just too good not to share with everyone. So anyway, I'm off to get at some of my tasks before my guests arrive. I've got Bob Miller coming. I've got Robert Wiggins coming. Robert's finished my scrimshaw horn, and I'm really pumped to see what that's going to look like. And anyway, I got to get going because I can't let moss grow under these moccasins. So once again, we're honored to have a couple of amazing artisans visit us here at the Cedar Hollow Tavern, and probably don't have to introduce them because they've been here so often. They're like they're almost like family. And we got Bob Miller over here. Now Bob's I guess you'd say your livelihood, Bob, is a luthier. That's how you make your bread and butter.
Retired.
Retired luthier. There we go.
I've gotten lazier as I age.
But I just saw a picture of a fine.
Yes, I'm still working, yeah.
Still making guitars.
Mm-hmm.
And Bob's also a gun maker, and his guns are second to none. He has muskets, flintlocks, and we've got Robert Wiggins here. Now, Robert's, if you recall the horn making one, Robert went over how he scrimshaws, and he took away my most recent horn, and he scrimshawed it, and he's got it with him this morning.
Yes, it's not quite in the same state that it was when you gave it to me, Peter. I'm hoping that it won't be a disappointment. And
I can't imagine.
I'm going to pass that on
to see it now?
on to you now.
Wow.
Temporarily.
Wow. My That's absolutely outstanding, Bob. Or sorry, Robert. That is something to behold. So we're going to try to. I'm hoping I'm not going to damage this, but I'm going to try to dye that and patina it. I've been doing a bit of research, so.
Yep, that's
And the amazing thing about horn is it's actually compressed hair. We think of it as bone. It's perfectly waterproof, and hopefully I can make the end cap that will seal the deal, so to speak, right?
yeah. Hopefully, before you put the powder into it.
Did I mention there was a shoot once where they, like a rendezvous type black powder shoot, but the first thing they did with the contestants, they had to take the powder horn off and dunk it in a 45-gallon barrel of water. And if it came out and they had dry powder, well, they got to go to the first round of the shoot, and then it's an elimination process. But if your horn didn't keep the water out, you weren't going to get to shoot that day. So hopefully we're able to do that. But that is absolutely a work of art, Bob.
I'm
Robert.
glad you like it.
Wow. Thank you very much.
It's a pleasure.
And we've actually got the scale in English miles. So not only is it intricate and absolutely mind-boggling, but it's an actual scale map. Beautiful. So while I'm on the topic of artisans, my good friend Denny Caron from Lower Canada, some would say Quebec,
Yes.
he's a finger weaver, and he's almost done the strap that's going to go on this. So it's a finger woven blue-red with white beads, and he's doing the lightning pattern on it. And boy, that's just going to set this off when we get it all together. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I want to give a quick shout out to my new friend Jim Keip from Wisconsin. Jim made this and gifted it to me. So we've been friends, I guess, through communication for a number of years, but we actually finally got to meet, and we spent 4 days at Martin Station camping in our historical attire and such. And I know bullet boards are sort of a controversy that some would say, well, they didn't actually use them. But I'm a firm believer that just because we can't find that obscure bit of first-person information, that they didn't use them. Anyway, Jim, I thank you, and it's for my 62 caliber smoothbore. I call her Jenny, and she's fed me for a lot of years, and I'll wear that this fall. Hopefully, it'll bring me some luck with the deer hunt.
So this song is called Spanish Ladies. It's an Irish tune. It talks about Dublin City. There are versions going back all the way to the 1600s. So I think that qualifies as being historically relevant. I was walking through Dublin City around the hour of 12 at night. Who should I spy but a Spanish lady washing her feet by candlelight? First she washed them, then she dried them, all by the light of an amber coal. And in all my life I never did meet made so sweet about the soul. I stopped to watch, but the watchman passed. Hey, young fella, the hour is late, and away with you home, or I will wrestle you over to an elk that rides well gay. I caught a glance from the Spanish lady, hot as the fire of an amber coal. And in all my life I never did meet a maid so sweet about the soul. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, none. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. As I was walking through Dublin City, around the hour of 8 at night, who should I spy but a Spanish lady? I was weary and footsore. She had a way of love about her, and her love she longed to share. And in all my life I never did meet a maid who had so much to spare. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. I've traveled north and I've traveled south, from Stony Bottom to Patrick's Close, up and around through Gloucester Diamond, back round Abertandy's house. Old age has laid its hands upon me, cold as the fire of an ashy coal. Gone is a lovely Spanish lady, neat and sweet about the soul. Round and round goes a wheel of fortune, and where it lands now worries me. Fair young maids are so deceiving, sad experience teaches me. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1. She had 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4 to none. She had 19, 17, 15, 13, 11, 9, 7, 5, 3, and 1.
Remarkable. Thanks for sharing, Bob.
There. Spanish ladies.
1, 2, 3, 2, F.
I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me. These last few days I've been afraid that I might drift away. I've been telling stories, singing songs, make me think about where I come from. That's the reason I seem so far away today. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Now I have moved and kept on moving, prove the points that needed proving, lost the friends that needed losing, found others on the way. I've kissed the girls and left them crying, stolen dreams and stolen rain. Time and conscience I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Now I'm sitting here before the fire, an empty room and a forest choir. Flames of cool can't get no higher. They've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking, it's clear. I know what I will do tomorrow. Jesus fire, conscience flying, I will disappear. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you come, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you call me, now I'm going home. If I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Caledonia, you're everything I've ever had. Just like
Well, I'd much rather be a beggar than a king. I'll tell you the reason why. 'Cause a king can dance or drink like a beggar or be half as happy as I. Let the back and the sides prepare me, boys. The hands and the feet grow cold. Bring to the belly, boys, beer enough, whether it be new or old. Well, I've sixpence in my pocket and I worked hard for that. Landlord, here it is. There never was a Turk that could make me work when the begging is as good as it is. Let the back and the sides prepare me, boys. Hands and feet grow cold. Bring me the belly, boys, beer enough, whether it be new or old. Sometimes we call at a nobleman's hall, beg for bread and beer. Sometimes we are blind, sometimes we're lame, sometimes to death quite near. Let the back and the sides go bare me, boys. Hands and feet grow cold. Bring to the belly, boys, beer enough, whether it be new or old. Well, I'd much rather be a beggar than a king. I'll tell you the reason why. 'Cause a king can dance or drink like a beggar or be half as happy as